What's up YouTube, Pieman1246 here, today with the Qliphort deck profile. This is the deck that I'm probably going to take to regionals, so without further ado, let's get started. So for the main deck, you play the mandatory 1 Qliphort Scout and 2 Qliphort Monolith. Like, I would play a third Monolith, but I couldn't find the room, and also couldn't find the third. But the Scout and the Monolith, they're like, between these, they're like one of your most important. This replenishes your resources for further plays, and this is your Stratos, basically, for any Qliphort card. Next up, you play 3 Qliphort Stealth. This card is just amazing in general, because you just make a chain link with like Helix and Carrier when you tribute it, and then this is the last chain link, so they can't respond to anything else in the chain. And then this bounces, and then you just pretty much go plus. And also, it's a pendulum scale 1, so if you need to, you can put your pendulum zone, and it'll make your Qliphort monsters gain 300 attack. And so it's also level 8, which means it's unaffected. When it's tribute summon, it's unaffected by everything level 7 or lower, so that's good. Especially on stuff like Mermail. Then you play 3 Qliphort Disc. I like 3 because it just like turn 1 sets up your place for later in the game, like by for example, like if you tribute summon it, then you can send out like a Helix and a Carrier. That way, like your next turns when you'll have tribute fodder and you'll get those effects off. So it's good. Also scale 1, but it's a level 7, which is okay. I've been thinking about running Sacred Sword, but personally I couldn't find the room, although I was wanting to, and I didn't like banishing them too much. So if you want to go like a more turbo build, you could throw in like a couple Odd Eyes or like another level 7 of some sort, or more cephalopods, and play like 2 Secret Swords to 7 stars, because just for the draw power. Next up, you play 3 Qliphort Helix and 3 Qliphort Carrier. Carrier, when it's tributed, it will bounce a monster. Helix will pop a Spoiler Trap. They go hand in hand, basically. Both really good. Combos with Stealth. Then for some of the other Qliphorts, I like 2 Shell and 1 Cephalopod. Cephalopod is just like for the burn damage and gaining life. Shell, this is good with lose 1 turn. You basically flip up a lose 1 turn, pendulum summon 2 later on, then tribute summon a Shell, and then their monsters will be in defense that are special summons. And you can attack over them, inflict piercing, and you'll have another attack still. And then for the non-Qliphort monsters that I'm playing more of a tribute stun variant in a way. So I play 2 Majesty's Fiend, 2 Archlord Christia, and a Beast King Barbros. So the reason behind Majesty's Fiend and Archlord Christia is because I don't like Cosmos at all, and these just like wreck on Cosmos because they can't use any effects with Majesties, and basically the same thing with Christia. Like they can't special summon, meaning they can't do like much. And Barbros is it's a 3 tribute for 3000. It's good under skill drain, and also it can nuke your opponent's board when it's tribute summon with 3 monsters, so that's pretty decent. And also it's a level 8, which isn't too bad. On to the spells. That was 23 monsters. This is a 40 card deck. Sorry about my voice. I've been having a cold lately, but I really wanted to post this deck profile. I like playing 2 Laser Clip and 1 Sacrifice. Sacrifice is just like, you can only play 1, but the 2 Laser Clip just combos with like Beast King Barbros, because amongst with the disc or something, because with Monolith, if you contribute summon 3 and 2, then this gives you an additional normal summon. This prevents your normal summons of Qliphorts from being negated, so you can potentially with Monolith draw like 5 cards at the end phase, giving you practically a full hand again. And with the 2 normal summons, it will help you get out of it like anything. Like a Vanny's Emptiness won't hurt you as much because you can go like normal summon, sacrifice, additional normal summon. And then I play 3 Summoner's Art. This is simply to get into like Monolith and Scouts as fast as possible. Like I want to see them like turn 1 normally, but like in the first game. So I just like 3 Summoner's Art. But I might cut it down to 2 just because Like, I have only 3 targets in the deck for Summoner's Art, so if I got a third Monolith, I'd keep it at 3. Otherwise, you could technically bump it down to 2. And then I also, for the last spell, I played 2 Wavering Guys because it's not as relevant anymore, but it just speeds up the deck a bit just by being able to search out your scout a bit quicker. That's it for the spells. On to the traps. I play 2 Climate Change because a lot with Twin Twisters and stuff going around, this card's important to get back your scouts and monoliths and everything. Also, it gets around Dominion a bit in a way because when they have like that field spell out and they have a tribute summon monster and you don't, you flip this up whenever you want. Grab back the stuff you want to tribute summon along with like a scout or a monolith. There's one in your extra deck face up, and then you can just pendulum summon those. Then you play 2 lose 1 turn. This card is it's just good against Cosmo in general, and also it's pretty good it's like good with Majesty's Fiend or anything. It just like stuns your opponent in a sense. Like, just slows them down, plays to like your style almost. Then like my tech and my theory behind it is triple Mirror Force. Sorry about the different rarities, but the triple Mirror Force, because most of the time they're never gonna pop your set spells and traps. So these Mirror Forces are practically safe and they prevent your OTKs and protect your monsters, which is pretty good. And the last 2 traps is 1 Skill Drain, 1 Solemn. Skill Drain is self-explanatory. Solemn is also a staple. I chose this over Bottomless because this can negate more simply, and it's a counter trap. Although it does cost some life points, but that's not a big deal. I don't have an extra deck because I didn't feel the need, but I do have a side deck that I've been testing out. So for the side deck, I side the 3rd Archward Christia for a Cosmos or anything. And then also I sided a Kaiju engine, so we got 1 Star Destroyer, 2 Mad Flame, 2 Sticky String, and an Interrupting Kaiju Slumber. That way you can easily, just to get around everything your opponent has basically for monsters. Like Infinity or anything, literally. Even the Raid Raptor one, Super Quantum Xyz, that's big. Any problematic thing. Then I side triple MST because I hate back row and Twin Twister sucks in this deck because you never want to discard. Then you side double Imperial Iron Wall for Cosmo. If I could find room in this side deck, I'd probably play 3, but 2's fine right now. And then for the last card in the side deck is triple Royal Decree, just simply because you can turn it off when you want, because you've got Helix and everything. You got your Stealth, you got your Helixes, and you've got MSTs inside. So it's all good, basically. It's all good with Decree. And it'll secure your plays. So that's my Qliphort deck profile. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. And this is PieMan1246 signing out. Hold on.